Hello world, hello YouTube land. Oh, my week has been a yo-yo. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. Good comic, bad comic, good comic, bad comic. The last comic I reviewed was The Strain, which I expected to be good, but it was bad. The comic I'm reviewing now is Animal Man, which I expect to be good and is fantastic, even better. Another nice surprise, but a good one this time. Okay, Animal Man number 22 by Jeff Lemire. This one's subtitled The Men Who Crave the Power of the Red. In case you haven't delved into the world of Animal Man, the red is representative of animals, really. You've got the red, which is animals, the green, which is plants. That's where Swamp Thing comes into. So if you pick up a copy of Swamp Thing, it will all be about the green, and you've got the what is death. So, and there's a constant war between all three, and you have to get the balance right. There was recently, a couple of months ago, a crossover called the What World. That was when the What had too much power, and Animal Man and Swamp Thing had to battle the What to get control over everything again, so everyone's in harmony. The avatar of the What was a guy called Anton Arcane. He's been defeated. The avatar of the red is Animal Man. Her name is Buddy Baker. And the avatar of the green is Swamp Thing. But what's happened in the world of Animal Man is he's had a bit of an argument with the red, and they booted him out. So he's no longer the avatar of the red. The new avatar of the red is his daughter. His daughter's a little girl. She's about 12 years old. Her name's Maxine. Oh, terrible camera. And there she is, Maxine, in the red. A bit of a guide, really. His name's Shepherd. He's like this big goat man. And whenever you see the red in his comics, it's drawn with obviously with lots of red in the background, and it's really nice. That's better. That's a double page of the red. And the red's created from the imagination of the avatar. So all this is created out of the imagination of this little girl here. Maxine, who's the daughter of Animal Man. Okay, and she's just been made the new avatar of the red, so she's basically almost taking a tour with this guy, the Shepherd. And she says here in the comic, "You mean they can grow bodies here? I think I've got an idea." So she's thinking about something that will come into play later on in the comic. I'll discuss that. Right, the comic, of course, is called Animal Man. So what's happening to Animal Man? Quite interesting things happen to him actually. At the moment he's hunting these people who are abducting the neighbourhood pets. I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, that just someone abducting cats and dogs, but he's Animal Man. That's what he does. You know, someone's abducting your cat, and he's gonna rush to the rescue and find out what's happening. Unfortunately for him, though, he's got the press following everywhere. He's become a bit of a celebrity. He did a reality TV show, did a movie as well, I think. And so he's got the press constantly following him and harassing all the time. That's quite interesting. It's quite witty and quite entertaining. It really brings things into the world of 2013, where if you did have superheroes running around, you'd have the media following them and chasing them, wouldn't you? And everybody would be talking about it on Twitter and whatnot. And so it's the same in this comic here. They don't call it YouTube, they call it YouTube. It's really good. Really enjoying it. Okay, what's happening in this comic is as Animal Man is trying to find out what's happening to all these missing pets. You know, great huge panel there, a full-page panel. One day I will get a HD camera in my dream. Basically, you probably couldn't see it. That's Animal Man having an axe chopped into his shoulder. So, oh my God, what's happening there? Next we shoot off to Maxine in the red. What she's planning to do is she's planning to regrow her brother. Her brother died. Her brother's name was Cliff, or Cliffy she calls him, and she plans to almost regrow him in the red. He died during the What World arc. I advise you to get that. It's probably in trade paperback now. And she has a little cat with her. Cat's name's Socks. Yes, a talking cat. And the cat's trying to advise her, "This is not a good idea, Maxine." And Shepherd is saying to Socks, you know, calm down, pretty cat. We've got to let this girl learn these things for herself. Oh, there you go. Did you see that? She thinks she's remade her brother. But his face looks a bit wonky. His face doesn't look right, so something not right there. Okay, next the comic shoots forward to what's happening with Animal Man. He's been tied down onto a table with this creature hovering above him. Oh, you can see that, can't you? Fantastic artwork here. You can really see the difference, can't you, between what's happening in the red, with all the red backgrounds, and what's happening in the real world. Say real world, you know. The colours are a lot different. You can really tell the difference between the two, and it's really done well in this comic. Okay, what's happening here is a guy called Clinton Hogue. Here, let's say it in his own words. My name's Clinton Hogue. The others are my followers. We were animal activists, freedom fighters of a sort. So the animal rights people have gone mad. Aren't animal rights activists terrorists now? Eh? There's a new definition of what a terrorist is. Anyway, back to the story. And this is a really good panel. Just as this creature's hovering above Animal Man, the press breaking. So you've got, if I just put your hand down there a bit, see the reporters busting through the door. As he's got this filling over him with an axe. It's quite funny, really. Okay, next the comic shoots off to the red, where Maxine discovers that no body can survive without a soul, so she can't bring her brother back, and it's a bit sad. But she's learning her lessons, really. And we get quite a funny scene here, really, and she hears something going on in the real world. So she's got to shoot back to her bedroom with her cat. The cat, of course, named Socks, talking cat, and they rush back to their bed just before their mum comes in the bedroom and finds out that they're not actually in this world anymore. They're having adventures in the red. That's quite cute. I quite like that. Okay, next we go off to what's happening with Animal Man again. So what's happening with those bad guys? Is they were drawing some blood from him, and there's a new bad guy called Brother Blood. He says, "Tonight I drink the blood of Baker. Tonight I take the red." There he is. Good, classic, evil-looking bad guy. He's even got the satanic horns on his head. So he thinks he's going to be able to gain control over the red by drinking the blood of Animal Man. What he doesn't know, of course, is that Animal Man is no longer connected to the red. Of course, Maxine, his daughter, is connected to the red, so his devious and evil plan is not going to work. And that's the end of issue number 22. Fantastic. Yeah, two stories there. The daughter of Animal Man, and Maxine Baker, discovering her role as the avatar of the red. That was very interesting, seeing the little girl there with a very cute cat, Socks, exploring her new role. We had Animal Man with the press following him around everywhere, and we had these creepy bad guys, and at the end we had this new bad guy, Brother Blood, who's already destined for failure, I would suggest. Poor old bad guy. And he's got such a lovely horned helmet as well. Oh dear. Poor Brother Blood, he's going to lose. Okay, that's Animal Man issue number 22. Subtitled the Men Who Created the Power of the Red. I'd advise you to check it out. I also advise you to check out the What World arc that I was talking about a bit earlier on. That's a crossover between Animal Man and Swamp Thing. That's probably available now as a trade paperback. So it's probably a lot simpler than it actually sounds to jump into this world. All you need to know is the red, the green, and the rock, and this constant war to get the balance right between all three. That's Animal Man number 22, Jeff Lemire. It is a strong 8.5 out of 10. Gets the highest recommendation from me. Pick it up in that. See ya. It's a good week. It's a good week for comics from me.